Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Go Before You Don't, and welcome to New York City. So obviously New York is an unbelievable place to come and visit. I'm sure it's on most people's bucket list, but the problem is that it is not the cheapest place in the world to visit. Most people I know, when they come to New York from the UK, they only come for about 4 days, because really that's all most people can afford when you consider the flight, travel insurance, accommodation, transport, food and drink and activities. It all mounts up to be a really expensive time to come, especially if you've got kids. But if, like me, you don't have kids, it makes it a little bit easier to come and do things cheaper here. So if you're thinking, man, I'd love to come and see New York, but it's just far too expensive, there's no way that I can afford that right now, I actually felt the same way. I expected to have to spend an absolute fortune here, but that's not the case. It's not the case. There are cheaper options out there, and we found them. We are spending 2 weeks in New York. We've been here for just over a week. We've got one more week to go, and we're not spending a lot of money. We're not millionaires. We don't have a lot of money, but we figured out the cheap ways to do it, and we're going to share those ways with you in this video. So keep watching, and you can figure out how you can come to New York for next to nothing as well. Accommodation in the city is not cheap. The best way that you can visit New York is couch surfing. If you've never heard of couch surfing, then you really should have. If you want to travel cheap, this is the way to do it. There is a whole community of people who are willing to let people stay with them in their home for absolutely nothing. We got extremely lucky with our couch surfing host. So we originally planned to stay with him for only 2 days, and I think that's pretty much all you would want to put someone out. But we just hit it off so well, and we've actually become friends, and we've been hanging out a lot. So we've actually been staying with him for over a week, and by the time we leave, it'll actually be 2 weeks. So I don't think that that's going to be the case for most people. I think we got really, really lucky with him. Most people, I think you really should only stay 2-3 days max. There are so many great places to eat, so many great restaurants, all different types of food as well. Every single cuisine that you can think of you can get in this city, but it's not cheap. So what we recommend you do is you look for dollar food. The most popular type of dollar food that we've seen in the city is pizza. There's dollar pizza places everywhere. I think the best one that we found is called Two Bros, and it's a big slice of pizza as well. It's not a measly little slice of pizza. It's huge. It's gonna fill you up, especially if you go for one of the deals. Like they have $2.75 gets you 2 slices of pizza and a can of soft drink. That's an unbelievable bargain. If you're just 2 people, that's gonna be like a nice little snack. If you're on your own, 2 of these massive slices of pizza, that could potentially be lunch, and that's less than $3 you've spent on a meal. So if you don't fancy dollar pizza, there are also other cheap options, including cheap hot dogs. At this place here especially, Gray's Papaya, they've got a recession special. For $4.45, you get 2 hot dogs and a drink. That's exceptional value, and that's tax included, which is not always the case here. So I think this is quite a well-known one, but if you want to come and see the Statue of Liberty when you come to New York, you don't necessarily have to pay to go to Ellis Island where it's located. You also have the option of doing the free Staten Island ferry, which we're on right now. And you're not going to get a best view of the Statue of Liberty, nothing close to the one that you'll pay for. And you'll also miss out on seeing the museum on Ellis Island as well. But if you're not fussed about that and you just want to see it, and maybe it would help if you have a zoom lens like the Canon 55-250, which I have, you're going to get a good picture and some nice videos. So I think the price to pay to go to Ellis Island is $18. So it's not actually a huge price tag if you just want to go ahead and do it. But if you're living cheap and you're on a budget, then this is a really good alternative for you. So another tip to save some money when you're visiting New York is to visit Starbucks. Now obviously that's not for coffee, because you're not going to save much money if you're doing that. Especially in summertime, New York is actually really, really warm. We've had some really hot days and we've been doing a lot of sweating, so obviously you got to stay hydrated and find some water somewhere. But don't be spending $2, $3 on a bottle of water every time you're thirsty. Head into Starbucks and they're going to hook you up with ice water anytime that you want. If you've got a thermos or some sort of container to keep your water cold, throw it in there. It's going to last you all day and you're going to stay nice and hydrated. There's a Starbucks every time I turn a corner here, so you're not going to run out of Starbucks and they're not going to run out of water, so save yourself some money and stay hydrated. So one of the most popular things to do when you come to visit New York is go see a Broadway show. But of course these tickets are not very cheap. But there is a way that you can get discounted tickets by visiting Times Square, and you can get 30-50% off tickets. This guy's just told us there's an app that you can download as well.
That's
if you
right.
wanted to.
It's called TKTS. It's completely free, and you can see the schedule here and on the app, and that's pretty much the only place you can see what's available at TKTS.
Sure.
Yeah, some shows that are big hits right now, we'll send over tickets late at night just to try to get rid of the rest of their inventory.
Yeah,
sell out the theater. Yeah.
Right, great. Yeah, so they're going to save some money on some Broadway tickets when you come visit New York. New York City has got some great parks, and in these parks you're going to find some free entertainment. Most of the time you're going to have buskers, at the very least someone performing or doing something. There's a whole bunch of parks. Right now we're at Washington Square Park, but you've also got Union Square Park, Bryant Park, and I think there's another park down there somewhere. So if you're interested in knowing exactly what is happening in the parks, there is a website that you can visit to see exactly what is going on in all the different parks, and it's called nycgovparks.org. I'll put a link down below and you can find out what's happening in the parks and plan out your day according to that. So that's about it from us today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope you're now planning your trip to New York and looking forward to not spending an absolute fortune when you get here. It's just about sunset here in Bryant Park in the city. People here are crazy, by the way.
No, they're not crazy.
I changed my mind. Don't come to New York. It's too crazy.
Don't come without a native New Yorker to show you what to do.
That's a great tip. Don't bring your own New Yorker to New York with you. Or just wait.
New Yorker to New
Be
York.
cool enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He was cool, all right? Be cool enough to make friends with a real New Yorker, so we show you what to do. He's cool. He's gonna have a great video. Watch him. Subscribe.
Have a great day. Thank you. Anyway, that's enough from us. We're going to enjoy the sunset here in Bryant Park. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please give the like button a wee smash for us. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. Hit the notification bell as well, then you'll be notified when we upload videos. We would much appreciate that. And just before we go, if you haven't been to New York City,